So I just did a run, and we'll do glute activation, strength and stretching that you could do after a run, especially if you're prone to little niggling injuries, like I am. And so for me, that's usually my hamstring. When I'm not good about glute activation, I tend to get upper hamstring tendonitis. And so these exercises have been, hold on. Oh, 1 second. Okay. Is this better? This should be better. Is it better now? Yeah. I think my headphones were still plugged in. Hello, hello. Hi guys, is this better? Can you hear me? So today we're doing post-run glute activation. I think I had a pretty good run with 2 weeks of live without technical problems. Let me know if this is better now. Anyone? What's going on? Let's try this again. Unless anyone, who's still on? Ashley, Sarah, can you hear me? Is it better now? Let me try. Okay, let me just try this again. So I'll take, I'll end it and I'll restart. Okay, let's try this again. Let's see who can join. Hello, can you hear me now? Okay, great. So today we're going to do post-run glute strengthening, glute activation for people who tend to get little niggling injuries. So for me, that's usually my hamstring. For other people, that might be their piriformis. Okay, good. People can hear me. So I just ran, and maybe you did too. And so the thing to focus on when you do this post-run is that your run was easy and that you can do some of these exercises really explosively. So I'll show you the more static version of it, and then we'll go into something that involves a little bit more dynamic movement. So this first one is really just stepping into a side lunge and then pulling that straight leg up and in, and then stepping up with both legs. So coming down, pulling the straight leg up and in, and then you should be able to hold that without wiggling. Step up, come down low, pull this leg up and hold. Step up with both legs, come down low, step up, full hip extension. Step up, step, pull this leg up and stay really steady. So it's your, if you're stepping with the left, it's your left glute coming down, engage that left glute, bring the right knee up and hold. We'll do 10 more. Down, pull up, hold. Down, pull up the leg, hold. Down, up. 4, up. 5, up. And you can see that I'm bringing in that straight leg with more motion, and then withstanding the wobble with that opposite hip. And 3 more. Come down low, Pull this leg up. And even if you fall out of it, that's okay. And one more, and we'll hold at the end. And up. Okay, so now same leg. Stay on the left leg, bring the right knee up. And from here, we'll work on a single leg deadlift. So I'm showing it to you from the front, now from the side. Same leg, right knee is up, you're bending your standing leg. Reach the other leg back, but don't set it down. And then bring the knee back up. 10 times, all in the left glute. Reach the right leg back, and then like an elevator, use that left glute to lift you back up. 8 more. Back. And up. And 4 total. And up. 5. And up. I know a lot of people are going to be wobbling, just focus. Good, 4 more total. Core and glute is engaged. 3 more. Last 2. Down and up. And last one. Down and up. Okay, now we'll do the other side. So this was the more static, and then after that we'll do a more dynamic version of this. So now we're stepping with the right leg down and then pulling the left knee in and up, balancing. Step up, come down low, and up. 15 total. Step low, pull the straight leg in, full extension. Down and up. Down and up. You can tell this is my stronger leg. Down and up. 9 more. Quarantine is a good time to work on your prehab. So all these little things that you can't do because you have to run and then get to work, now you can do this after a run and actually create more stability and more strength in the tiny stabilizing muscles. 4 more. So for everyone who's joining us now, hello. We're doing post-run glute work. I'll do 1 more and up. Okay. And then same leg, so right leg is the one that we're balancing on. Single leg deadlifts. Extend the left leg out and then bring the left knee in. Control on the down. Bend your standing leg and then control on the way up. 10 total. Down and up and down and up, down and up, down and up. I'm going to do 4 more. Okay, all right. So you can hopefully already tell that you have a burn in the glutes. I'm going to grab a chair and I'm asking you to do the same for the next exercise. So we'll take it up a notch. So all of this is geared towards using the biggest muscle in our body while relieving some of the muscles that tend to take over and then they get overuse injuries. So for some people that's the knee, some people that's Achilles. It can be shin splints. For me, it's the upper hamstring. So working on the glutes so that they fire when you run. Grab a chair, place your right leg on the chair, and then hop out so that when you lower down, your knee doesn't push past your big toe. So there's quite a bit of length in here. So come up onto that chair, and then you'll bend the back and the front knee and come back up. The weight is in the front leg, especially in the heel, down and up, and down and up, 10 times. And one more. Okay, so for everyone that feels this in the knee, means you need to move things back. So don't move your knee forward, but sit back into the heel and bend the back leg as well. And when you're coming back up, squeeze the left butt cheek. So now we're adding on to this by adding a twist. So you're going to come down and twisting to the left. Coming back up, lifting the arms. Down and twist. And up, 10 total. 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. 7. 8, lots of weight in the heel. 2 more. Last one. Okay. And now we'll switch legs. So I'll put the chair on the other side so now you can see the front knee better. The right leg is in front, left leg suspended in midair. Hop out to where you have, you don't push your knee over your toes. And then from here, we'll start with the 10 times lowering, just up and down. So you're coming down and up and down and up and 3. Weight in the heel. Don't forget your back knee. 3 more. Last one. Okay. This time stay up because you know what's coming. So we're adding the twist. Come down, twist, and come back up, lift. Down, twist, come back up, lift. 3, 4, 5. 5 more. 2 more. Okay, all right. No glute activation would be complete without a regular squat. So you want to focus on keeping your feet parallel. A lot of people, especially we women, tend to turn our knees out a little bit, which I don't know if that's a dancing thing, but it works different muscle groups. So we're really trying to focus on keeping the feet parallel. If you have one foot that tends to turn out, make sure it stays in. You might even err on the side of being a little further in, just a tiny bit. And then a little wider than hip width. And from here, you'll sit back. And then when you squeeze, you initiate from the glutes, pop back up, full hip extension. So from the side, we'll do 20 of those. You sit back, come back up. Sit back, come back up. Sit back. 4, again, a lot of weight in the heels. You can peel your toes off the ground. So when you're doing squats, they should be engaged and not lazy. So you don't just go up and down using your thighs. Ten more. Last 2. Last 1. Okay. So now we'll do this whole series with more explosion. So when we started with the side lunge with the left leg, we'll now add a hop. So you'll step out, you'll pull this leg in, hop, and then hold it. We'll do that 10 times. Step with the left, sit down low, pull this knee up, pop, and hold. Step up with both feet, come down low, up, and hold. Down, up, and hold. This is 5, we're doing 10. And 6. 7. 8. 9. And 1 more. And 10. So just to give you a reference for this, when I did these exercises, really disciplined 2 to 3 times a week, it was an extreme scenario because I had a child and then had to have surgery. And I had 18 weeks to get back into marathon shape. And I went from running 10 miles a week, to running 55 miles a week about 10 weeks later. And I ended up equalizing my personal best, which had not happened in 2 years. So I ran a personal best, I got pregnant, I was pregnant, another year went by, and then I ran that exact same time again. And I attribute this to these exercises. So right leg steps out, left knee gets pulled in, hold. And when I don't do that, they look like that last one did. And hold, keep your core tight, come down low, and up. And come down low, and up. Down, and up. 4 more. Step, pull the straight leg in. Up. 3. 2. And 1 more. Down and hold. Nice. Okay. So now we'll use the chair again. And instead of just coming up and down, we'll add a little hop. So left leg in front. You can use your couch, your bed, a chair. You're going to come down and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more, 8, 9, and 10. As you can see, this is not my forte. Left foot on the chair, right leg out front. You come down and hop. I have a little injury on the top of my foot. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're done with the chair. And then we'll do the squats, but as squat jumps. So when you're doing squat jumps, again, try not to just jump and jump and jump and jump, using your quads, and just feeling like the next day your thighs are on fire and you can't go to the bathroom. Ideally, the next day you should feel like you could go for a run and you're just powered by the superpower, where when you're running, it's all coming from here and you're running from your pelvis. And so when you're doing a jump squat, that's that motion. So you're sitting back, feet are parallel. When you take off, you jump. And if you can only do that 4 or 5 times, that's fine. We'll go for 10. So you come down low, take off, pow, land softly. Set yourself up again, take off, land softly. 8 more, up. 5 more total, up. Nothing jiggles. And 1 more. Okay, so that's the standing part. Now we'll make our way down to the mat. Catch your breath. These exercises are supposed to be done when you're not completely shattered from a long run or from like a hard workout. So they should be doable. Okay, come onto your side. I hear this quite often, that people want to do clamshells, but it's not working out. So you have to find the angle at which you're not putting pressure on the bottom knee. And you feel like when you're lifting, you don't feel it in the thigh, but you feel it in the glute. So you can relax your upper body. You want to roll your hip forward. Keep your core engaged. Keep your heels aligned. And then when you lift, your upper body doesn't move. It's a small movement, up and down and up and down. If you don't feel it in the right spot right away, move your knees a little higher and then try again. Make sure that your hip bone keeps rotating forward, not too far up and not too far back. Core is engaged. I'm doing 20 more. The core is a big component of it. Just because we're using the glutes doesn't mean that we just let go of this part of the body. Tiny movement. Okay. And then swing your legs around. Same thing, set yourself up. For most people, this works when your knees are at a 45-degree angle. For me, I sometimes have to pull them up a little higher. Heels are together, feet are aligned. The most important thing is the hip. So a lot of people roll back and then they open up really wide. You want to roll forward, tuck, and then lift just a tiny bit. Don't disengage from your core, because that also pulls your hip forward. Usually you will feel this kicking in after about 5 to 7 reps. If your knees are at the wrong angle, adjust them a bit, bring them up a little further down, and then try again. And then do 30 overall. Okay, and then the last thing we'll do, which you've probably seen before, is a glute bridge. And we'll add the fact that we'll do it one leg at a time. So you lie down on your back. You put a lot of weight in your left heel, and then you'll pull your right knee into your chest, and then you lift and come down and lift and down, lift, lift. We'll do 20. I'll do 10 more. So here we're working the glutes, but also the hamstring. 5 more. Okay, and then switch sides. So stay on the right heel, toes up, left knee into the chest. Find that distance that works so you can come up, feeling it in the glute. Ten more. And 2 more. Okay, hug your knees in. I sometimes feel this in my lower back. And then just to feel the difference, place both feet parallel on the ground, just far enough where you can graze the back of your Achilles with your hands. And then lift and lower for 10, where you actively squeeze the glutes every time you come up. Feel suddenly like you have more strength, more control. 5 more. And last 2. Okay, and then hug your right knee in, especially if you did this after a run. Come across, stretch. I can usually feel an adjustment in my lower back. So really actively pull that leg across. And then switch to the other side. Pull the left knee into the chest and then gently pull it across. And then slowly come up. We've done this stretch before, so you'll extend your right leg out straight. Left knee bends back. And then you'll lean away from both legs. So this is like a hurdle seat. And then you try and get onto your elbows. Or when I'm feeling good after a run, I can come down all the way. And you'll feel a stretch up here, the groin into the outer hip. And then lean towards the front leg. And then switch legs. Bring the right leg out, bend the right knee back, sorry, left leg. Lean back initially. So if you did even 10 minutes of this workout, it's a really good setup for any long run you might do. So on the East Coast in New York, if you're doing a long run tomorrow or on Sunday, you'll hopefully feel a lot more powerful. I found that it helps me with hills that I would usually sort of try and run around. Like, it's easy to not run bridges in New York. In Sydney, it's virtually impossible to not run hills. So I'll have to get used to this much more. So we're now leaning towards the front leg. And yeah, I think overall this really reduces your injury risk, forms a nicer behind. I learned the hard way earlier this week that I can't say B-U-T-T because they shut down my live stream. Bring the soles of your feet together, lean forward. Press your knees out and down. And I'll show you one more standing stretch. So if you have that chair nearby, we're really just using it to hold on. So you are going to cross your right knee, your right ankle over the right knee. And then when you sink back and you have a sturdy object in front of you, you can really relax into that. So that could be, again, that could be a couch, could be a chair, could be a dresser or cabinet. And then move in and out of this for a bit. And you should feel a nice stretch on the right outer hip. And then switch to the other side. You'll see it better on this side. So you can feel the stretch all the way out here. Okay, so this was a quick video for runners predominantly, or anyone who wants to form a nice behind. But yeah, for me, I found that this helped a lot with injuries that I get routinely. And so doing this either once or twice after an easy run, or just on a day where I don't run, has really helped me not get injured as much and run more efficiently and eventually faster. And I hope it helps you too. So give it a try. Let me know how it goes. Send me a direct message. I'm always happy to hear from everyone. And, you know, I think running really keeps us sane in this time. So we're very fortunate to be able to still do that. Happy running. Bye.